Hi there, my name is Teri Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Decor, where we make and sell wreaths and other types of home decor. And I also work toward inspiring others to make their own designs through my wreath making group. And today I'm down here in the workshop, and I wanted to make a spring peony and lamb's ear floral arrangement. I made a peony and lamb's ear wreath a few days ago, and I've got some leftover flowers, and I thought it'd be nice to make a piece to go with it. So, okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. I did go ahead and I prepared the container, and I wanted to show you. I had a few others that I pulled out of my stash just to try to make a decision on which I was going to do. And I think any one of these would have worked. I decided to go with the rustic, more of a natural colored square box there. And these are actually going to be the focal point of our arrangement today. And these are just really beautiful, kind of like a blush pink peonies. This is a Hobby Lobby bush, and they're real nice and realistic looking. They have pretty decent leaves as well. And I chose a couple of other. I wanted to have an accent flower also, maybe even 3. But in the wreath that I told you I made, I also have this. This is also a Hobby Lobby bush. These little miniature pink roses. And then I was looking for something like a white, like a little baby's breath or something. And I forgot I had this. I'm not really even sure what this is. Maybe it is baby's breath, but no, I don't think so. But I like this bush because I thought it would pair really nicely with the kind of the silver or grayish shade that is in the lamb's ear. I thought that would look really pretty together. Okay. And I pulled these, but I don't think we're going to use these. I'm thinking more of like a delicate arrangement, and then when I put these up there next to these, although I like these a lot, I think they're a little bit too, I don't know, a little bit too rustic for the peonies, maybe, if that makes sense, a little bit too rough around the edges, literally. so I've already decided I'm not going to use those. And then I forgot I had some lavender that I got in, and I thought that would be beautiful, those two together. So I'm kind of leaning toward something like this. If it doesn't get too crowded, I don't want to pack this in tight. I want it to, I like my designs to be nice and airy, kind of flowy, have a little movement to them. And our main greenery is going to be this lamb's ear. I just always love lamb's ear and peonies together. I just think it's gorgeous. Then I just grabbed a handful of greenery. I thought it'd pair well together. I kind of like this eucalyptus. This is a more of a broad-leafed eucalyptus, and then I also have this long-leaf eucalyptus stem. And a lot of these you can get at Hobby Lobby, guys. I think almost all of it, with the exception of the lavender, is not from Hobby Lobby. But I like these all together as differing textures, and all the colors blend real nicely and go with the peonies real well. And then I wanted something that kind of drapes over the edge too, and this was about the only fern-like. It's not really a fern. What is it? It's a myrtle leaf bush, which I've never heard of that. But anyway, that's the only one I had that I thought could really drape over. That matched. The other one was a little bit too dark. The color just wasn't right. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing I want to do is get my peonies in. I always like to start with the biggest item, and I haven't even decided how many I'm going to use or what I'm going to do. I just know I don't want it real tall. I'm just going to cut one of these off. I'll kind of try it on for size here. So did anybody out there get any Sam's spring ribbon? I guess they brought it back this year. I've never seen any Sam's ribbon for spring. When we didn't have a Sam's where I grew up, and when I moved up here, we have a Sam's now, but they've never had the spring ribbon. I'm thinking maybe something like this, maybe a little smaller, but of course we'll drop this down in there. Let me zoom down here. I'm gonna drop you guys down just a little bit. Trying to get better on my camera movement here. Oh, Sue got some. Well, good for you, Sue. Hey, Jane. Oh, Debbie missed it too. Yeah. Well, I said the ones that were left in our Sam's I wasn't going to use. They were really pitiful satin looking things. But they did have one roll of gingham that I thought might be nice, but I couldn't feel of it, so I didn't buy it. All right, now what I'm thinking about, I don't want if I use my lavender, I don't want my lavender to be too much taller than my peony, so that's what I'm kind of trying this on for size. So I think that would be a good height right there. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place the first one. I want to just place it right here, right in the center. I don't know if I'm going to need to get rid of that greenery. I think I am going to. I can always add some greenery if I need it, but I'm afraid that greenery is going to kind of fill up this space right here. Let me drop this down just a little bit more. Okay. Like I said, I love peonies, especially when you pair them with lamb's ear. Just like the softness of both of them. I'm going to kind of bend it here. You know, flowers don't grow straight up and down in nature. I'm going to cut off at least 3 of them. I might use more, but I know I'm not going to use less, so let's do that. Good for you. Our Sam's always gets everything, like the Christmas ribbon, they always get it a lot later than everybody else, and so I didn't even think about going. Just looking, I want one of them to kind of drape over. I always like things kind of spilling over in my designs. I'm going to just kind of place these. I should have tried that one on for size, but I always know I want one sticking straight up, so that one, I'm pretty confident in that one. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's see. We got one over here. I'm going to want one over here. I have a feeling I'm going to end up with 5 of them. Yeah, they said, Debbie says lamb's ear she loves it, but it is expensive. But, I mean, yeah, it is. But, you know, Hobby Lobby's got that sale every other week. Oh my goodness, I am missing a floral head off of my peony bush. I thought I had one more. All right, so we're going to have to go to Plan B. I thought I was going to put one over here and then another one over here, but I only have one of these left. I miscalculated on that. All right, well, let's see what we're going to do then. I'm always talking to my wreath making group about going to Plan B. And seems to be the theme this week. All right, I'm just trimming off these leaves. Like I said, they're going to take up too much room for right now. Some of them you can slide right off, some of them you can't. Okay, so if I do that, then I might want to do, let me think about this. I don't like that. I had my hearts on 5 of them. I'm kind of looking around seeing if I got another one by accident that I dropped. All right, well, 3 it is, I guess. Or could I go 4? I guess I could do something like that. I just want it to be visible from all sides, is the thing. Yeah, a little bit more. I guess you can see these from all sides. Maybe we'll go with that. I can always change it and take, do something else if we don't like it. But my plan was, like I said, having opposing corners. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these in. And I'm trying to make sure that I always get that moss out of the way before I try to stick my glue down through it. Okay? All right, I'm going to shorten this stem down just a little bit. And you don't have to stick them down in there very far. I'm going to say probably about 1 inch is what I'm doing. All right. I still might, whenever roads get passable, I still might go and get another one, another bush of these peonies. This is my last one. Like I said, I'd already borrowed from it and made another wreath. Okay, so that's what we have. I think that's about as best I can get the color distributed with just having the 4. Having them look all different directions. Something like that. But I want it to be able to see the flowers from all sides. Okay? Hi, Lan. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. I think before I put that in, I want to put in some of my greenery that's going to be kind of flowing over the edge. Or do I want my... No, we'll save that. Let's do this next. I'm just going to clip a few of these off. Okay. All right, and we'll kind of bend them and kind of fluff them, so to speak. Want it to make sure it looks like nature, right? Okay. Okay. All right, so if I put some over here, I'm going to come over here and put a little bit. I think this is a longer piece. Hang on, I want some of the shorter pieces first. Again, just to kind of drape over the edge. Okay. Actually, I might kind of even shorten this up just a little bit. So how is everybody? Does everybody have power out there that's in the cold areas? Yeah, I had not a clue that how Texas was going to end up, and I actually had talked to my son about a generator back before all this happened, thinking if they were going to get ice that that would be a good idea, because, you know, when the ice comes, a lot of times we lose power because the trees break. But I didn't dream that they had that power grid issue. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm coming back, I'm shortening these up. I don't want these coming out quite as long. Don't be afraid to do that. Change course if you need to. There we go. I like that better. This one already was kind of short, so we'll just leave that the way it is, I think. Yeah, that'll be just fine. And this one will shorten up too. But yeah, I was telling my husband last night, you know, here, if we run out of power, I mean, yes, it's a big deal, but we're a lot more prepared for cold weather. I know when my niece came to visit me back in the springtime, back a few years ago, and she didn't even have a winter coat. She lived in Texas. She didn't even have a winter coat. It's like, holy cow. So we had to, of course, we had to fix that. All right, so we've got our corners covered with the greenery kind of draping over. We'll come back and we'll fill in between afterwards. I'm going to place a couple of this kind of greenery up in here as well, just to make it cohesive through the arrangement. And I want these pieces to be a little bit taller. Okay. And again, we'll fluff them. Let's see, kind of up that way. I'm going to shorten this up just a little bit. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Okay, I'm gonna bring one piece over on the other side just to mirror that. And I've got all the greenery is all just kind of facing the same direction. I'm going to have to rearrange some of these, move some of these little pieces backwards and kind of spread it out just a little bit. And you'll find it sometimes like that. It's not a big deal. We just gotta work to rearrange it. You guys probably already saw that I only had 4 flowers whenever I was talking earlier, didn't you? You're probably thinking, what was she thinking? Is she going to pull it out of her hat or what, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to stop right there with that. I have one more piece of this, but I can always break that up into 2 if I need to. Okay, now, let's see. Now I want to add just a little bit of the, I don't know if I want to go with eucalyptus or not. I know I want to use the lamb's ear. Let's go ahead and let's put some of that in there. So who all out there makes floral arrangements? I used to not like them so much, but I've gotten to where I really do anymore. I really do like them. And to me, it's always nice to offer. If you're making wreaths to sell, it's always nice to offer a coordinating piece for your customer. And like I said, that's what I'm planning to do here, since I made that other wreath with the lamb's ear and the peony. And it looks like I've already, or no, I've got 2 different stems here. I may have to go back and get a little bit more lamb's ear. Maybe not. I think we'll be okay. Okay. I bought the lamb's ear. Some of it I got from Hobby Lobby, but then some of it I bought from a wholesaler also, and I think they've got 2 different stems. Let's see. I'm just looking to see how high I want this. I just basically want it to fill in down here on the bottom. I don't want it towering up above too awfully much. Maybe I might put one kind of a little bit taller over on this side, and then of course the shorter ones on this side, because we do have this space right here where I'd plan to put that 5th peony head. Okay. All right, so let me kind of size it, and all I'm doing, I'm just taking this right against the side of the container, kind of guessing to see, or to kind of measure to see how far I want to cut my stem down. Okay, so I want it about right there. There we go. And see, I've got the taller peony on this side, so I just need something to balance off the height on this other side. Okay? Oh, this isn't actually supposed to be leaning this way a little bit more. Okay? Isn't that pretty so far? I just love these 2, the lamb's ear and the peonies together. I just love it. It's one of my favorite combos. All right, now I'm gonna, since I have a piece over here, I'm gonna bring a piece up here diagonal from that. Okay. All right. Nancy's wanting to know what size the container is. It's a 6 by 6 box, Nancy. 6 inches wide and 6. It's a square. All right. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to kind of measure. Again, I don't want it as tall as this over here, though. I want to just fill in this space right here. Actually, I'm going to get one that looks a little better than that one. That one's kind of scrunched up here. There's a good one. Okay. I'm trying to avoid cutting off these last 2 pieces down here, but I think I'm going to have to. So I didn't have any that was just the right size, and if I keep those leaves on there, it's not going to allow me to get the stem down where I want it. It almost feels like a crime to trim that. They're so pretty. Okay. All right. So like I said, I wanted that one stair step down just a little bit from there. Okay. Get this. I'll move it away from that flower just a little bit. I don't want it touching. I want it to give that peony just a little bit of room there. There we go. All right. All right. So that's what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, now I'm going to put one more. I'm going to put a piece of lamb's ear down here, a short piece, and another piece right here, just to kind of fill in these space, and then we'll start adding just a little bit of it. I'm kind of wanting to put the lavender on, or lavender in. Let's see. And these pieces I'm going to put on right now are just going to be real short little pieces. Well, shoot, that was probably a little bit shorter than I wanted. Be right there. I got in a hurry, and you know how they say measure twice, cut once. I did not. I got in a hurry. Okay, let's put that right there. Okay, all right, now where else did I say? Okay, right over here in this area. And that one just needs to be a little piece, a little short piece. Maybe something like that. And that, we've got a pretty short stem, but it really doesn't take a whole lot in the centerpieces. It really doesn't take a whole lot to have to stick down in there. As long as you've got good glue. You know, we only use Gorilla Glue, but it's not going to go anywhere. Okay? All right, now I need to make a decision on what other flower I'm going to use. All right, and if I do miss your question and nobody else answers it, just repost it. You're not going to hurt my feelings, but you know, it's hard to watch the comments and you know, answer all the questions and design at the same time. Now here's my other flower I was trying to decide between, but I pretty much decided I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't know if it's baby's breath or what it is. It doesn't say. I think I'm going to pass on that one. I really want to use this lavender. I just think that's gorgeous. Plus, it's going to give me another texture, a little spikiness here. Then I'll also have these little guys. I'm going to put some lavender in, and then we'll make a decision on the pink miniature roses. Maybe I can add just a touch of those. I don't know. So I'm just going to start cutting some of these off. Some of them down. These are really tall. So I'm trying to spare some of this greenery that's down here on the bush, just in case we need it to fill in some spaces. So that's why I'm kind of taking my time here trying to cut this in the right places. Is anybody out there, can somebody comment so I can see if I'm still seeing comments or if my comments have stopped again? Please, I would really appreciate it. Some of these pieces are a lot fuller than others, and I've got to pay attention so I don't get all the little skinny ones. I need some of the bigger, fuller ones too. Hopefully it'll stay this way. All right, so I have several of these trimmed off, and some of them are taller, some of them are shorter. So I'm going to go ahead and start spacing these. All right, I'm going to separate some of these shorter ones from the longer ones also. Okay. And just like I did with the greenery and with the peonies, I want to bend this and make sure that it's, you know, it's more natural looking, not just straight up and down. Okay? All right. Let's see. Yeah, Jane, I saw that you're going to be a grandmother here shortly. We just had another one last week. They change your life, for real. There's just something about grandchildren. I mean, I just can't imagine life without them. Okay. All right, I'm just going to kind of space these around. I put one here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put another one. I want kind of a tall one right over here. Find some place to put it. Maybe not that tall though. Let's trim that down just a little bit. Right there behind that tallest peony. I just want to bring that color up that way just a little bit. Okay, so I brought that, got the first one over here. Now we've got the other one here. So I'm going to come over here on this corner. We're going to bring some over there. Alright, so let's go over on this corner now. Okay, so I placed this last one here, kind of falling out over. Yes, absolutely. Plus, we can spoil them and then we can send them home, right? That's the best part. I know I've been told that I was a different person as a mom, but I said, yeah, but I can send these guys home now. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Darlene. Okay, let's add I'm liking the lavender, so I'm going to keep on going with it a little bit. I need to bring some of the color down here. See a space right here that I need some. And this lavender, I got it from a wholesaler, but it's so realistic looking. It's so pretty. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, now I need a little piece down here, right in this area. You guys, I've got a light. I don't know if you guys can see it. The other day when I was live in the group, it was doing the same thing, but this light is fluctuating. I have no idea why, but it is, and it's driving me crazy. So I can just see it out of the corner of my eye. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, all right, so I'm just looking to see where I need to put a little bit more of the lavender. I think I could use a piece right in here, right in this area right here. Oh, thank you, Shelley. Thank you so much. And let's see, where was that? Right here. Got to trim off some of these leaves. It's just going to make it a little bit more difficult to get the stem down into the foam, so I just need to trim off some of these. Let's see, we're done with that right here. Okay. And I like it how I like to make my when I'm doing a arrangement, I like to have it where it's kind of draping over, again, just to make it look natural. Okay, I think we need a little piece right in this area, right there. And actually, I just saw a spot too. I think I need a little bit more coming out of the top as well. I've been focusing more on the bottom. We'll get some of that fixed also. I'm loving this. I love these colors. You guys ever make things that you don't care if they sell or not? This is one of them for me. I'm loving this. All right, I got a little bit of a hole right here that I might just stick a really short sprig of purple coming out here. If I can find one here. There we go. I just stuck it right there. I don't want it touching the peony, but I want it in there real close. All right, now I'm going to bring a few pieces up a little bit taller. I feel like I need some kind of coming up over this edge here. Let me see if I can find a nice tall one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Shelley. Oh, how tall is the box? Let me look here. It's a little over 4 inches, probably about 4.5 inches, Cindy. All right, I'm just going to try this on for size. Like I said, I feel like I want a little piece a little bit taller right in this area. Except I don't like this. I need to get a better piece. I don't like the way, I don't see how this one is bent. I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to get a better piece. About that length though. Gloria's wanting to know if I use steel picks. I do a lot of times, Gloria. Not so much on my centerpieces, but I do in my wreaths more so. Now if I need just a little bit of height, or if I have trouble getting a pick or have trouble getting a stem into the design, then I might, just to make it a little bit more sharp. But let's see. I don't know, I might have got that one just a little bit too short. Hang on, I'm fussing with it to get it to what I wanted. I don't like that. I don't like that there. I think I'm gonna save on that. I changed my mind. I don't want that there. We might come back. I might change my mind, but right now I don't want it there. So, okay. I don't know. I'm kind of looking to see if I want to add this third flower. I'm thinking I don't want to. I might change my mind later, but right now I don't want to. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I want to add just a touch more of the lamb's ear in these areas down low, like here. Not a whole lot. Don't want to pack it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Jane. Yeah, we've got grandbabies popping out everywhere. We have 7 now, and we've got 1 more on the way. They'll be here in July. We don't know what it's going to be, and I like it that way. All right, I stuck that little piece right in there just to kind of fill in that hole. I've got another place where down low that I want to put another piece as well, right in here. I want a nice looking piece though. Some of these are kind of squashed just from traveling all the way from China. Most of our most of our florals and greenery are from, you know, they're made in China. That's just a fact of life. So they've had to ride on that boat all the way from China and get all squashed and mangled, and then they get transported to different areas in the country. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, now I'm going to make a decision on some other greenery. I think I pretty well made it to where I can't. I've got this too full to put in my eucalyptus, the round eucalyptus. I need something a little bit spiky. Maybe we can use this long leaf eucalyptus here. Okay. I'm just trying this on here. I don't know. I don't know that I'm liking that either. That's a little bit too long of a leaf unless I shorten it way down. Let me see. I think this is too big for this arrangement. It's too long. Let me see what else I have here. I feel like I need another, like a bladey, a little bit something blade, with blade in it. Or I still have all of this leftover greenery from the lavender as well. Let me trim off a couple of these and we'll see what that looks like in there. I don't want a whole lot because it's pretty, you know, it's pretty full in there anyway. But I usually do like to have different, you know, differing types of greenery. I don't really like that. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think on this one? Let me place it down in here. What do you guys think about the lavender leaves? Can you see it? What do you think? Oh, Melinda says beautiful as is. I almost want to stop here. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this. All right, so what that leaves me with, I still have a little bit more of this. What was that called? The myrtle leaf bush. I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to trim it into some different pieces. Oh, Sedelia likes the skinny eucalyptus. I feel like it's too tall, too long is my thing. I just think it's just too big for this. I feel like the scale's not going to be right. If it was a little bit shorter, if these leaves were a little bit shorter, I would use it in a heartbeat. But I just feel like they're too long. They just don't, I don't know, they don't jive with it, which I was surprised because I thought it would be perfect. All right, so what I did, I just trimmed that in half. And I'm going to take my needle nose pliers because I've got an end down here now that's not sealed. I'm just going to take that and I'm going to trim that, or turn that down. Okay? And I have a couple of places here that I want to put this in kind of deep. I don't want to be able to see into the center there, okay? Just going to go way in there. Okay, and it just kind of fills in that hole right there. Okay? All right, now let me look around here. I've got one more. Okay, and I see another hole right through here. So we'll just push this in, put that right in there. And again, I'm putting it in there right in the middle, real deep. Not on the edge. So I don't want to be able to see down. I don't want you to be able to like look here and be able to see down to the center of the arrangement. Okay? I want it to look like it's all full. All right, now I think the only thing I want to do now, well, I've got one more hole here. One more hole. We'll just put a little bit of lamb's ear there. If you can see what I'm talking about right here. Okay. Oh, Gloria's saying maybe a few pieces of the baby's breath. That's a possibility. I had pretty much discounted that when I forgot it was even sitting over there, to be honest. I'm trying it on here. I'm going to trim off a piece of it and try it. So that is a good possibility. Thank you, Gloria. I forgot all about that sitting over there. I put it in the discounted pile. Discounted meaning I thought we weren't going to use it. So, all right, let me try it here. In there. Actually, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? It's the same. It's the same tone as the lamb's ear. It's a little different shape. It might even help that lavender to show up just a little bit. I kind of like it, and actually, then I can bring a sprig and put it right up here in this place that was kind of bothering me. I like it. I think we'll go with it. I'll put one right here. Okay. All right, so if I bring some over here, I need to come over here. Oh, Zuli says, I know best, but sometimes I like opinions, though, Zuli. Sometimes when you're right here on it, it's hard to tell. And I always am open for opinions. Especially when I'm doing a live, sometimes when you can't, back away from it, sometimes it's hard to actually see. Like I said, I had these baby's breasts over there and I already about made up my mind, no, those aren't going to work. Okay, now I am going to have to put a floral pick on this one. I want it just a little bit taller. Oh, thank you, Ethel May. I'm going to get a wooden floral pick because my steel picks are not going to be tall enough. Okay? So let me move this out of the way. I'll show you what I'm going to do in case you've never used a wooden floral pick before. But as I said, this is going to be too short. If I want it to be right in this area of the flower. And to do that, I'm going to need to put a little bit of height on it. So I'm just going to take that wire. We're just going to wrap that around that stem. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to come back here with this floral tape. We'll go up and down it a couple of times. Whoops. This floral tape is not sticky until you pull it and expose the glue. So now we'll see how tall it is. Okay. All right, now I want this one to go right down the center. Because I wouldn't want to add the color down on the bottom and then not have it, you know, have some up in this area of the arrangement as well. Okay. All right, pretty. Okay. All right, so where did we put the other one? So I brought this one, I've got a short one over here, so I need to bring a little bit over on this area as well. And let's see. I'm thinking maybe this area right in here. All right, and again, I'm fluffing it, you know, bending it all around. Whenever you get this to this point, sometimes it's hard to get your stems down in there because your hand can't fit down around it. I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and push that down in there a little bit farther. So I want it a little shorter. There we go. Okay, all right, so we've got some there, some there. All right, so we need a little bit on these sides here, and for these I'm going to put little shorter sides, or shorter pieces. And what happens is you push your hand in there to get these pieces in, and then you squash everything and you got to rearrange. I feel like I need just a little bit of the lavender right in this area. Right there. It's a little bit light on the purple. Let me see what I've got. Actually, let me try this on here. A bit shorter. We're almost done, you guys. Almost done. I'm loving it. All right, so we have every side has the white. I need a little piece on this side right here. It's a little short one. Where I want this to come out here. Well, actually I want one a little bit taller than that. Hang on, let me cut another piece, a little taller. Because I want it to come out right underneath this peony, in this area right here. I feel like there's a little bit of a hole. Okay. Okay. All right, let me look here. Got a little bit of a hole right here. I'm loving it. I think it's pretty, very pretty. Pretty, pretty. All right, so I'm going to fill in the rest of these holes with, actually, you know what I could use? I still have my peony leaves. That would be nice. So I don't want to use any more lamb's ear. I think these will be perfect. So I'm just going to take these and actually this might be a time when I'll use my steel pick instead of putting each one of these on by hand. Let me get a few more. You guys ever digging in the trash? I do it all the time. All right, so there's 6 of them. Let me get my pick machine. And I'm just going to put a pick on here because I would never be able to put that, that down in there and get it into the foam. Everybody doing okay out there? Hey, Noreen. How are you? Whoops, I didn't get that one closed very well. I was sitting there looking at the computer and not paying attention to what I was doing. And I'll show you what these picks look like here as soon as I get these on. Well, that one was all separated out. Well, I'm going to wait on these. We might use those. Okay, and a steel pick just looks like this. Kind of like a harpoon almost. Okay? All right. All right, and I'm just going to go around the edge here and kind of fill in some of these spaces in between this because I don't have any more of this, okay? Just fill in the bottom here. Okay. All right. Still have just a few spaces. I'm going to take these last few pieces of lamb's ear and we're going to insert those along the bottom. Got a little hole right in this area, right in here. Oh, thank you, Lourdes. How are you? Haven't seen you for a bit. Go. I still have a bit of a hole right here. I feel like I want a leaf coming over the edge. There we go. I'm just looking for any holes. I see one over here. Okay. All right, I think we're good, guys. I think we look real good. I might see if I can dig up a little bit more of this and place it in between these areas here. I'm pretty sure I have another bush somewhere. It's going to take me a while to find it, so I'm not going to do it while we're live here. But I'd like to have a little bit of it trailing in between these little places that I have open. And I think it turned out real cute. All right, I'm going to raise you guys up. All right, that's what we have, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Of course, I don't know if you can go wrong with lamb's ear and peonies. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. All right, well, you guys stay safe, stay warm. All right, thanks so much for your support, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.